It is another chilly morning out the door. We got a lot of 20s and 30s, but this will be the last real chilly and frigid morning we're going to have as temperatures are going to start to warm up as we go on throughout the remainder of the weekend. You'll certainly notice that we'll already be well into the 40s, even some 50s under some southerly breeze as we head in towards your late morning, early afternoon, in which right now those winds are mostly a little bit more elevated into the Permian Basin, around 5 to 15 miles an hour, a bit calmer into the big country Concho Valley, where we do have this area of surface high pressure that is setting up, which is why we have a freeze warning in effect across much of the big country and Concho Valley, where we are seeing more in the way of widespread 20s and 30s this morning. We are in some portions of the Permian Basin below that freezing point, but it's not necessarily as widespread, especially for our southern counties. We are close here into Midland at 33 degrees with 25 over into Marfa, low 30s for portions of southeast New Mexico with more in the way of 20s, especially across into the Concho Valley with around 32 into Brady and 31 in Cristobal, with 28 in San Angelo this morning. Go ahead and grab that heavy coat. It feels like 22 out the door. Here's the area of surface high pressure. Much of the Lone Star State is into the 20s and 30s with 33 in Austin and 38 over in DFW. Surface high is going to move off and towards the east, help aid into that southerly flow, giving us a breeze today. Temperatures will be into the 60s and 70s across the board, exactly near normal for where we should be for this time of year. But we'll start to pick up a bit more of that kind of southerly flow that will help us really warm up as high pressure is really going to start taking control with more in the way of 80s across the board as we head into Wednesday. And really, by the time we head into Thursday, that's when we're going to start seeing more of those low to near middle 90s, especially across portions of West Texas. And that warming trend is really going to continue. We'll go from around 73 and breezy today to 98 as we head in towards the weekend. I think Saturday at the moment is going to be my warmest day into the forecast. And when we compare it to our average, we're usually into the low 70s for this time of year. We're nearly going to be 22, 25 degrees above that average as we head in towards Saturday. So we do got some record warmth on the way, especially for the next couple of days. But even out the door right now, we're actually below average, especially like we were yesterday. 33 out the door, feels like 28 degrees. We'll be well into the 40s and 50s by our late morning, in which barely any of us topped out into those 40s and 50s yesterday. Throughout the remainder of the day, temperatures are going to be back into the low to middle 70s, hitting around 73 into Midland, 74 over into Odessa. We're definitely struck gold today with temperatures, but we will be a bit on the breezy side around from the south, around 10 to 20 miles an hour. We'll see those gusts upwards of near 30 miles per hour at times. So today, temperatures are going to be relatively near normal, but we're going to be on the rise as we start working in throughout the next 7 days. And nearly Thursday onward to Sunday, we'll have an opportunity to tie or possibly break a record high for multiple days for San Angelo and Abilene as well here into the Permian Basin. And heading into the first day of spring, we'll hit a high around 95 degrees, with Saturday being our warmest day, but we look to see some small changes with a cold front as we head into around early next week. Victor?